Why don't you get back to your spot?
Good morning, everyone.
My fellow Canadians, the next 37 days will be some of the most crucial in our history. There has never been a federal election that has more clearly provided to Canadians such a stark choice between two visions for our country. Mr. Harper's party is not the former Progressive Conservative Party. It's not only the word progressive that has been dropped from their name, it's the meaning of it as well. Pendant 2 ans et demi,
For 2.5 years, Canadians had a Prime Minister who doesn't believe that a government can be a positive force for change, a positive force for a dynamic economy, that doesn't believe that the government has anything to offer to families who have to deal with their job losses on their own. Stephen Harper has formed the most conservative government in our history, a government that doesn't believe that you need a government to help those who are dealing with poverty, and who doesn't take the crisis of climate change seriously.
Because they don't understand the role of the government. The Conservatives of Mr. Harper are unable to provide sound policies for Canadians. They inherited a surplus of $12 billion, which they have squandered within 2.5 years. So we are almost back to deficit. In the first 2 quarters of 2008, the economy has had its worst performance since 1991, since Brian Mulroney. Statistics Canada admits that the struggling U.S. economy is doing better than Canada's. Since the Conservatives came to office, Canada has lost hundreds of thousands of good, well-paid jobs in our important manufacturing sector. They have put forward no plan to work on our country's challenges because they don't think those problems exist. The word fight against poverty have yet to cross the lips of Mr. Harper. Not only do they have no plan to make our society fairer, they have shown no interest in helping Canadians in need. With this conservative ideology, Canadians are left to fend for themselves. It's not that these Conservatives do not spend. In fact, they are the largest spending government in Canadian history. But they spend with no plan, because they govern for the next day, the next poll, the next election. Never do they govern for the next generation. I say to Canadians, ask yourself, has Canada grown stronger under the Harper Conservatives? Ask Canadian families who are waiting for a childcare space. Is Canada growing stronger? Ask the 200,000 families who have faced job losses in the manufacturing sector while their government sat on their hands. Is Canada growing stronger? Ask the hard-working Canadian public servants who this government has fired and intimidated for simply telling the truth. Is Canada growing stronger? Demandez aux Canadiens.
Ask Canadians who support arts and culture and who saw this government abolish essential programs. Has Canada really become stronger? Ask Canadians who are worried about our country's place in the world, who saw Stephen Harper ruin the global efforts to combat climate change. Has Canada become stronger?
The style of Stephen Harper is something we cannot tolerate anymore. He has been a prime minister who wants to control everything but achieves nothing.